I'm going to be filming these every day so that you can go in and see the things that I emphasize. Just going over the PowerPoint, you won't get it all. Okay, because I know what's on the STAR test. So anyway, having said that, when you are creating your slides, you need to be using the information from the PowerPoint. Now, if you want extra information, you can go up and you can go Google some stuff. Plus, you're going to be inserting images. But when it comes to the answers that I'm looking for, they are on your PowerPoints because that's how the question's going to be asked, okay? And on the STAR test, which is, my goal is to teach you biology. It's also to teach you well enough to where you know what's going to be on the STAR test and you can score well and get your credit for biology and move to your next science class or move on with your getting your graduating. Okay, so anyway, I want to make sure that you understand where the cell structure PowerPoint is found. And this is not working. So it is found under the library. Okay, so if you go into your classwork section, then you go to library, then you're going to find that PowerPoint right in there. Okay. Also, for navigation in making your notes and creating your slides, there are these 3 little dots, okay, found in the black area. If you click on those 3 little dots, it gives you an option to open the PowerPoint in another window. That way, you can go back to your classwork and go back to your instructions. Then you can have your instructions, your PowerPoint window, and your slides window, and you can just click back and forth. Have y'all figured out how to do that? Awesome. Some of y'all already know that, and that's great. Okay, also in the lessons, I have given the PowerPoint slide number to find your information. For example, today, when it says create a new slide, put lysosomes, Lysol, I give you the PowerPoint number to find that information when you go into your cell structure PowerPoint. So that's what those numbers are there for. I don't want you to have to search and hunt to find the answers. So that's why I've done that. Okay? Huh?
No.
Did you realize that I'd put those numbers for the slides in there? Okay, awesome. Some of y'all have got this, and I can tell by looking at your work that you're turning in. Okay, moving on. So let's just go in today's lesson. I'm going to try to keep these short because I know that I will lose you if I don't. So let's make it quick and get going. All right, so we are still identifying and describing the structure of the cell. Today we are going to look at lysosomes, vacuoles, mitochondria, and microtubules. Okay? So quickly, I'm going to go through the PowerPoint on the slides that I want you to use. All right, lysosomes have very strong digestive enzymes. Okay? So basically, they break down material and they clean up the cell. That's why I told you to put lysosomes, Lysol. What does Lysol do? Or what do you use it for? To clean. So that's what the lysosomes do. Okay? The function is digestion of carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids into smaller molecules. They put it back into the cytoplasm so that they can be reused again. Okay? Because material is recycled and reused. All right. Lysosomes are responsible for destroying old organelles that can no longer carry out their function. So basically, just put this into your own words. Give me a brief definition or a brief explanation of the function for the Lysol. Okay? All right, next. And honestly, you can skip that slide. Okay, the next one is vacuole. Okay? A vacuole is a storage area. Okay? It stores water, salts, proteins, and carbohydrates. All cells, as far as animal cells and plant cells, have vacuoles. We will get into the difference between plant and animal cells. Just know that plant cells have a large, big vacuole. Okay? Animal cells do not. Okay, next. Okay, the mitochondria. This is a big one. Okay? We will be talking about the mitochondria throughout the year because a really important process goes on in the mitochondria. Okay, this is where cellular respiration occurs. If y'all can't see it, but there's a poster up in here. It's photosynthesis, cellular respiration. We will be spending a lot of time on that. We will go over it several times in the year. Basically, cellular respiration takes a glucose or sugar molecule and breaks it down into a usable form of energy. That form of energy is not on here, but it's called ATP. And we will be talking about ATP a lot throughout the year. But for now, I want you to know that the mitochondria is the mighty mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell where cellular respiration occurs. And right now, just know that this is where they take the glucose or sugar molecules and turn it into a usable form of energy. Also, memorize what it looks like. You might need to know what a mitochondria looks like on the STAR test. They have put pictures of those on there, and you need to know what it looks like. That's why I posted it, put a picture of it up in my room, and it'll be there all year long. Which brings us to the next one. Okay? And some of this I've skipped because it's not something that you have to know. Okay, so microtubules. Okay? We will be talking more about microtubules through when we are doing cell division, when we talk about mitosis, cell division. These microtubules, the most important thing that you need to know about them is that they help separate the chromosomes during cell division. Okay? There's another function, the formation of cilia and flagella. Basically, those are little extensions off the cell that either help with movement. Okay, but the main thing you need to know microtubules for is that they help separate the chromosomes during cell division. Okay, so that brings to an end of what I'm going to go over with you. The directions are, for those of you that are here, I've put them on the board. For those of you who are doing this from home, they are in the directions. Don't forget to look at the PowerPoint number I gave you so you can go to your cell structure PowerPoint to find the information. All right. Thank you and good luck.